Hey everybody, Matter here. Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 12 of Black Lagoon. This is the finale to season 1, and the last episode was the gang is taking on a new job by Mr. Chang, and I was mistaken. I got Mr. Chang mixed up with Chin. Chin is the guy that Dutch used to work for, who was the one that kind of like tricked them into taking on a job where he was basically going to double cross them. And I was like, wait, why are they working with this guy? Didn't he like screw them over before and didn't he die? I mix it up. So Mr. Chang is like badass. So he is the leader of a triad, and he has some important documents on. I had to look this up because I was a little confused from the last episode. So it's information on a terrorist group, and they want to get this information to the CIA. So that is what they're tasking the group with, is getting this information to the CIA. But Mr. Chang's his office got blown up, and then the terrorist group is after them. And the guy who is, I believe, the leader of the terrorist group, he's very intelligent, actually. He's very quick on the draw. He figured out like exactly where they were going to go. And he's like that kind of creepy, like smiling, jovial, like he doesn't seem like he's taking things seriously, but at the same time, he's very smart and ruthless. So he figured out exactly where Rock and Revy were going to go, and he disguised himself as like their driver. Revy managed to figure things out, but they managed to get Rock and the documents and kidnap him. Now, the thing is, I believe it was either in the preview for this episode or it was the end of the last episode. The documents are gone. They opened up the briefcase. The documents are gone. So like, okay, where did they end up going? I'm guessing Rock did something with the documents. And then Revy ended up coming into contact with a badass woman who is also working with Dr. Chang. And Revy has convinced her, like, hey, you can't just take me back to the base. Like, we need to go get Rock. And more importantly, we need to go get the documents or Mr. Chang is not going to be happy. So Revy has temporarily teamed up with this really cool woman, and they are going to go rescue Rock. So I imagine this episode is going to be super action-packed. Very excited to watch it. And hopefully we end this season on a bang. So let's go ahead and watch the episode, and I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. All right, it's Gorillas in the Jungle. And interesting, too. So he's also Japanese, and he's running this terrorist group. Maybe not running it, but... like, what are the odds of these two being from, like, the same general area? Right? Like, he's definitely doing this, like, hey, we're buds, we're both Japanese, let's, you know, like, chat. Like he's trying to play good cop or something, trying to put him at ease. Yeah, right? They both like seem like maybe they both wanted a new life away from the rat race. Okay. Oh. Yeah, Rock is like pretty badass to like talk to this guy. So I don't know, just like calling him out on shit. And this is the bad cop. Amazing. Amazing. She called him a leprechaun and a crackhead. Jeez. I love he calls it, she calls her Chinglish. Didn't she say that she was Taiwanese? But she's still calling her that. I wonder if this is based on like an actual real terrorist group in real life, or if this is just like a, dramatized fictional. I mean, a lot of this is kind of set in reality. So Rock essentially just has to stall them until Revy and I don't remember her name. I don't know if she said what her name was, the other woman. Are you say if you're lucky? I feel like you might regret saying that. Well, it's nice to know that she's got faith in him. Did you call her Twinkie? She's really obsessed with carving meat off of Revy's ass. But yes, it's nice to know, like, Revy, like, at first said that he was, like, weak, just like a Japanese business guy. He's, green and soft, but now she's like, he won't talk. He's very tight lipped, even if he's tortured. Oh, here we go. Well, she's found you. Oh man, she's definitely not one for being subtle. At least the other woman, she's like, she can be sneaky. That's not Revy's style. Here we go. Amazing. Can we get this girl on the team? I like her. It's just a shame these characters are just kind of like one-off characters. They're so awesome, and then you just like never see them again, which makes sense. You know, they're not exactly in the business of fraternizing with other people. They kind of tend to stick to their own little group because you can't really trust people. Yeah, this guy's I think he's probably been smoking more than just weed. Maybe Revy wasn't too far off calling him a crackhead. Of course, that's always there's no choice, right, Revy? No, it's always like her first choice. Yeah, he probably does think it's like, wait, so they left and then they came back? Didn't see that coming. Still interested in where those documents are. I'm sure Rock will say something at the end. I love they're just fighting over who gets to kill. Damn, so whatever the guy said, like, got through to Rock a little bit. Maybe he feels like he's a little bit. Maybe, maybe he's actually taking the guy's words to heart. Damn, that's awesome. Oh, jeez. Like, let's get this girl on the team. She's awesome. Quite a difference between Roberta, who's like, she doesn't want to kill, but she feels like she has to just complete her mission. Whereas these two, they are like two peas in a pod. I love it. Oh, this guy always has to wear sunglasses. All times. Probably picked the wrong group to help you out with your mission if you didn't want there to be any gunfire. And then also this woman, too. I could see these two being besties, actually. I hope she comes back in the second season. Where it's a thing like, yeah, they're insulting each other, but it feels like it's almost a little bit like out of love a bit. Well, they keep talking about killing each other and carving each other's asses and stuff. I wonder if this guy's gonna kill him. Oh. Oh, here we go. Here comes, okay. Damn. And then you gotta hit us with, like, the seriousness. Oh god, he's having, like, an existential crisis. This dude. I guess that's one thing, is just the element of surprise. They don't expect them to just drive right into enemy gunfire. So I wonder what's his name, Tanaka? Like, what's his whole thing? He doesn't seem as, like, into this as this guy. This guy obviously has a personal stakes in it because of his son being murdered. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. Wait, they're just gonna call it off? It's a little bit of a anticlimactic thing. Oh, well. I mean, I guess kind of smart for him as well. Like, he saw what they're capable of. Oh my god. Rock! Oh, god damn it. Ah, there it is. Okay. Aw, so she had the documents the whole time and she still came to save Rock. I knew it. I knew she had a soft spot for him. all that tough talk she said about how, like, oh, if it comes down to it and I have to leave you behind, I will. I feel bad I missed what it was that they said that made her, like, react like that. Yeah. Is it just buddies? Are you guys just gonna be buddies? I feel like it's gonna become more than that. I should have known that she was gonna. But he knows. He knows how she is. She's just putting up a tough front. No, by talking to Rock, I'm guessing. I wonder if that's gonna be the last we're gonna see of him. I don't know. Maybe we'll see him again. I don't know. I feel like it just kind of a weird way to end, especially to end the season. Like with this guy, he seemed like he was a pretty important character, someone who got Rock a little bit rattled with what he was saying. I don't know. He feels like important enough of a character that, like, that's not going to be the last of him. Maybe he's going to come back in some way. Maybe not, though. Like, it feels like these kinds of stories, these characters, they just pass each other, just because they might have, like, shared interests or things like that. Or they come into conflict with each other, and then that's it. They never see each other again. But, I mean, we'll see. There's a whole other season. Maybe he'll come back. Hopefully that tag team of that woman and the leprechaun as Revy, Chinglish and the leprechaun as Revy calls them. Maybe they'll be back. I gotta find out what her name actually is. Maybe I must have missed it, but they were awesome. Like, I would like to see more of them as well. Roberta, if she could come back, that'd be fantastic as well. Just these really cool characters introduced, and then that's it. Then they're gone. They move on to the next job. I don't know, it just ended a kind of a weird, like, they got the documents, Tanaka or whatever his name was, he just called it off. Maybe intelligent, probably smart. He was smart enough to realize that these guys are not to be messed with, and it was, like, it was a lost cause at that point. All right, here's a preview for the next season. What? What? The vampire twin? Okay, are we just going into a completely different genre? What the hell was that? That was so strange, but I'm like, color me intrigued though. Are we going into like some horror supernatural territory? Some weird incestual thing. What the heck was that? That has me interested for sure. But yeah, action packed as I imagine. It was cute at the end that Revy had the documents. I was funny that Rock didn't even know where they were. I assumed that he had been the one to hide them. And the reason he was tight-lipped was because he literally didn't know that she had had them. So she had them the whole time, I'm guessing. Impressive that she managed to keep them there, and through all of that, they didn't slip out at all. But yeah, so Revy, as I assumed, he talks shit about Rock a lot, but she has trust in him when she talked about how, like, he's tight-lipped, he's not going to say anything. She believed in him, and even though she had the documents, she could have left him behind. She convinced the woman to go and rescue him because, like she said, if she had told them that she'd had the documents the whole time, they would have never gone and helped her. So she risked her life to go and save Rock because they're a team. And I like that. We went from like a couple of episodes ago, the two of them were like just having it out. She was literally pointing a gun at his head saying she was going to kill him, to now she's saying that they're buddies. But of course had to get a good shot in at him and say that she's pissed that he made her have to do that. But yeah, that whole thing with the vampire twins, thankfully I can jump right into the next season and watch that because that's got me interested. Yeah, like that episode, very action-packed. We had a nice little kind of emotional, not emotional, but like a cute little thing at the end with Revy and Rock. Maybe a hint at something more in their future. Maybe they'll be more than just buddies. Although if they stay buddies, I'm totally cool with that too. And I love her and that woman. Like we need a spin-off with the two of them just tearing across the world, just fighting and taking bad guys out. Loved it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode, and stay tuned next week for episode 1 of season 2. Until then, bye. Shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Salieri, Revealing Storm, Amlife, Icognito, Saturn Sins, Douglas91, Harry Gazip, Kenju Storm, and Lynn's VA.